What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and this is gonna be a massive video, Bombshell report. We have big things to talk about, and I cannot hold myself. Because it pisses me off so much that we have all this bullshit going on. This is 100% bullshit, and we need to talk about it. I need to expose the truth, otherwise I know that we're gonna have some problems in the near future, and I don't like to deal with this situation. I don't like people who are liars. I don't like people who are taking advantage of others and misleading others and so on. So I think it's going to be very, very important that we talk about this. Okay, so we know that Archangel, the Death Horseman character, is going to come very, very soon, within a few days, and with him the Death Scourge. And the Death Scourge is a scam. This is 100% a scam. There are people, many people who have a lot of unfair advantage because they have been playing the War Scourge for at least 1 week, and this is a big deal. This is a big deal because we were told that we need to invest on minions. We had no information beyond that. We didn't know information about reworks or anything like this, but some people out there, they had a lot of information. We didn't have information, but a lot of other people, they had a lot of information. So let's talk about that, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm very pissed off because I try to always do honest work. I'm always honest about everything. I'm trying to make explanations for everything on why I think things are gonna be good, and I give you the best advice. And then there are these situations that no one knows except the people that are involved into it, and they help their alliances out. They are sharing this information on their private circles, but outside of their private circles, no one knows about this, and this is a big problem. This is 100% a big problem. Okay, so let's see what I'm talking about. So there's Scourge coming next week. Now, when we take a look at the requirements for the nodes, we have minions on all nodes. And this is something that no one wants. I invested on my minions to level 75, gear tier 14. I don't want it. I have 0 training materials to invest on the characters I want, and I have to invest on this garbage. I don't want. This is a terrible gaming experience. This is punishment for I don't know exactly what. I always treat Scopely fine and their employees and balance and so on. So why are they punishing us? This is not challenging. This is just ridiculous. This is just retarded, and it's unfair, and it goes against their own word. They said that they would never force us again to invest on characters that had no relevance. Well, all minions, they don't have any relevance. Even the Ravager minions that got reworked, they have 0 relevance in Alliance Wars. So yeah, we are forced. Even on difficulty 1, you have to invest on all minions, and you can see right here, this is on purpose. This was 100% on purpose. You see here it says all mutants, then here it says non-legendary mutants, then we have no restrictions. Here it has legendary restrictions. So they put minions on all of them to force new players, to force everyone to invest on minions. Now, I'm gonna be honest, for new players, this is actually a good thing, because new players, they will always have to invest on Kree and on End. That's fine. New players are going to be fine with this because they are going to do maybe difficulty 3, difficulty 4, maybe difficulty 5, and they are going to use those minions to unlock Nick Fury and then Omega Red, and other players that are going to get up the hand characters to unlock the Catalyst event, and that's fine, that's all fine. But when you go beyond the difficulty 5 without having any rework, that means that veteran players, mid-range players, players that have been playing for longer than 1 year, they're going to be forced to invest on these minions, because no one is going to be happy as a veteran player playing for 4 years to do the fucking difficulty 4 or do fucking difficulty 5. What is this? This is a fucking joke. This is not a fucking joke. We have been spending 4 years on this fucking game, and we deserve some respect, and this is not the way we should treat it. Whether you are a free-to-play player, free-to-play players, they spend their time and and they advertise the game to other people. They share their experience with other people. So you don't think and don't say that free-to-play players are useless. This is the biggest problem of Marvel Strike Force. One of the biggest problems is that everyone shits on free-to-play players. Free-to-play players, they create the community. They do free marketing for you. They share your experience. They give you good or bad reviews. It doesn't matter. They share their own experience with other people, and that might motivate paying players to join your game. So never shit on free-to-play players, and you should try to have as many free-to-play players as possible. Not this shit that we have right now. This is 100% ridiculous. And like I said, if you have been playing for 4 years or 3 years or 2 years, it doesn't matter. And some of these situations that we have in MSF, we have to be almost religious about 8 rotations per day of blitzing. It's ridiculous, but here we are, and this is the treatment we have. It's nonsensical. We have to get up our minions to teal gear and level 90 in order to obtain Archangel. This is 100% bullshit. You just admitted that the requirements for Doom 3 on difficulty 5, they were ridiculous, because 6 months passed and no one is doing that shit, because it's ridiculous. You guys are so fucking greedy. You guys are so fucking greedy, and you guys love the people that are part of your club, and this is disgusting. The amount of people that are part of this club and the people that are on their alliances and benefit of the privileged information is a big deal. The top 500 on the Scourges, they're all part of this group. Okay, so what am I talking about? Okay, so let's take a look at the minions or the characters that we are facing on the Scourge. As you can see right here, we have 2 waves of characters. We have 2 possibilities of the enemies that we are going to face. One was given by Tauna, the other one was given by Minball TV. Now, the thing is that it's right here. What you have here with the minions, one of them is going to be the difficulty below difficulty 5, and the other one is going to be above difficulty 5. So they made 2 different Scourges for depending on which difficulty you are doing, and one of these difficulties is a lot harder. It's a lot harder than the other one. The enemies, they are way more messed up. There are a lot more enemies. You can see right here there are a lot more enemies, and the combination of the characters are a lot harder. So not only you have to invest on minions a lot more. Not only you have to invest on minions a lot more, you are also going to get fucked by the combination of characters that we are facing. Now, when we take a look at something very interesting, which is the Scourges. In the past, when they gave the Scourges to us, I thought this was weird. Why they are giving us the Scourges and so on. So there are a few Scourges here that completely change how the game plays. They completely change how the game plays. So look at me. Look at me. They are telling you, look at this. On enemy fortifier spawn, gain taunt. And the characters that have the fortified ISO weight, they're also going to give, while this character has taunt, all other enemies gain 15,000 armor. So the damage that we are going to do is going to be a lot lower. And there is another Scourge here somewhere. I don't want to search one. I don't want to waste time with this bullshit. This is seriously 100% bullshit. There is other Scourge here that is going to benefit if the character has Fortifier, is going to give buffs to the adjacent characters. So guess what? Guess what? When you take a look at the enemies that we are facing, look here, Blob with Fortifier, Juggernaut with Fortifier. I wonder why. I wonder why. Blob and whatever else with Fortifier. We have other characters here. Mercenary Riot Guard with Fortifier. We have Rhino with Fortifier. We have Rhino together with Dr. Octopus. We're gonna have a nightmare dealing with these characters. They are going to give buffs to each other, and they are going to give other bullshit to each other. Now, if we take a look at the Scourges once again, there is a Scourge here that is very, very interesting. Crit chance increased by 30%. Now, there is a team of characters that get natively, because of, let me guess, Shield Assault, they get 40% crit chance plus 10% crit chance from the base stats. On top of that, they are going to get additional 30% crit chance. That's going to be 70% crit chance. Even if you have these characters as skirmishers, they are still going to have a high crit chance, and that will allow them to turn rewind the enemies. That that will allow them to turn rewind the enemies. And the biggest problem is that you're going to bypass these Scourges that we have here of the fortifier with towns and sharing buffs or whatever. They're going to bypass that. Now, the problem here is that there are people out there that have this information for more than 1 week. There are people out there that have this information for more than 1 week. And I mean, it's not Porkypad. No, it's not Porkypad. It's Torky Dad. It's Torky Dad. He has been playing on the test server for more than a week, and that's why a few days ago he just made a video about the shield characters. And he made a video, and after he had to change the video because he spilled out the fact that he was participating on the test server and testing all this out, and of course he is under NDA. He cannot admit that he's participating on the test server. In the past, on the Rogue Scourge, Tauna also shared this information. He was participating, but then because there was a big complaints about this, then they had to sign a new NDA that you cannot admit that you are participating on a test Scourge. Why? Why is this? Because we have a fucking leaderboard. We have people spending tons and tons of money to participate in this shit leaderboard where there are people that are already having privileged information. This is the piece of shit that got an account from other person with 10 million more TCP than he had on his own account, and this is breaking the terms of service. This is breaking the terms of service. We have an envoy that is breaking the terms of service and is doing content from the test server, and no one can talk about this because he's under NDA. But the truth needs to be out because other people are getting their word on the line, and I like to be very truthful about everything and tell the truth the way it is. So I'm putting my reputation at risk, giving the information that I think it makes sense, when there are people that are testing all the nodes already. They already know everything, but they cannot say it directly, but still they are making content about it, and that's why they have to do different videos. Let's listen to what he's saying. Is this normal? Is this normal to have shield at level 85 without any information? Of course not. Of course not, because this guy was doing on the test server. This is why he knows already that the shield are going to be the best team. That's because he already tested it out. Okay, let's listen just to what he has to say. This is on a fast speed, so I apologize if you cannot understand what he's saying. Just play it a little bit slower, I guess.
Which minions are am I bringing up today? I'm going to share with you my thoughts, what I'm doing, I'm actually in front of you, so you know that I'm doing it. But I want to make this very, very clear to my friend. I'm not suggesting anybody build up what I'm building up. I don't suggest you tell people to build up what I'm building up. I suggest you forward.
Yeah.
You're going to be giving up on your spend gold milestone daily, and you wait and see what the Scourge is. Understand. Part of the reason I'm doing this is so I can make a video talking about shield and showing what I'm doing. And I may not know.
Why do you want to do a video now? If you have zero information, why are you talking about this? If you have zero information, why are you talking about this? Why are you making this video that supposedly, oh, I'm doing this just to make a video? Okay, so why are you making a video? Why are you making a video?
To bring shield up as high as I can.
He's going to take shield to level 90. Is this normal? Is this normal? This is not normal.
This is my thoughts. I'm going to explain my thoughts right now. Now that we've got that huge red flag disclaimer.
He's gonna share his thoughts. Okay, let's see how long the video lasts. Let's see how long the video lasts.
I'm a sweating nerd when it comes to the Scourge mode.
He's trying to justify himself, the fact that he broke the terms of service to get another account from other person. No problem, because the envoys, they can always break all the rules. They can use bots, they can use test servers, they can get accounts from other people that spend more money. They can share information with their alliance. The envoys, they can do whatever the fuck they want. They can break all the rules as long as they can get to the top 100 on the leaderboards. That's fine, no problem there. So here we go, we have Porkypad going all the way to level 90 for absolutely no reason. He still didn't justify his investment. But is he doing anyway? If you are doing a good argument, first you'd explain why you are doing this, and then you'd invest. Like this, you are telling us that you already have privileged information.
I'm going to be leveling all of my shield minions all the way to level 90. I put all the orders gear on them. I'm putting 0 kills. But level
makes 100% sense. 100% sense.
insane investment. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty much insane investment. Now, the characters on the test server, they are level 90, they are teal gear, 7 yellow stars, and 4 red stars. So, if you have more red stars, it's not going to matter the teal gear, because you already have the red stars to compensate the gear. Anyway, let's see his explanation.
Someone in chat is saying this hurts to watch, this hurts to do. This really hurts to do. Bringing material works just to keep you. We were at like 28 million gold. Level up your commander.
Fucking liar, man. It pisses me off.
And there we go.
All the way, all characters to level 90. Why?
I'll bring Trooper up to 16. Oh, he's health. No, I'm not doing that. It's not going to health. That minion fly. I did it. My shield minions are my select choice. Part of the reason is, as you see as we're going through this, I was already flooded with T4s on this team from when they were meta and war defense back in the day. I am flooded with...
They were never meta on the war defense. What are you talking? This is not even your fucking account, dude. Why are you lying? This is not even your fucking account. Why are you lying, you piece of shit? This is not even your fucking account. So why are you trying to say, oh, this is when they were meta on Alliance Wars defense? What are you talking about, dude? This is not your account. Everyone knows that this is not your account. Why are you fucking lying? You have the same TCP that I had, and from no reason now you have a different PID and you have 10 million more TCP. Come on, fucking dude, stop lying. This pisses me off so much. Lying, gaslighting to people, throwing sand on our eyes. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Stop lying, you motherfucker. Piece of shit.
The only T4s I could conceivably put on would be the Trooper Basic, and that's it. The rest of the T4s are garbage. All the healing ones on the operative medic have like 300 healing, it's nothing. The security drops like 5% block chance, then again it's nothing. My ISO selections for this teams are kind of what you see right. Assault Trooper, I love him as Raider. Alright, sorry guys, I had to stop that fool from talking because he was about to spit out some nonsense.
Yeah, of course. This is how long the video lasted. 3 minutes. The video lasted 3 minutes because he had to cut himself, because he was going to say something that he shouldn't. That's why he had to redo the video, because he cannot even do a video. He has to do videos during the live streams. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so the situation is, because of the scourges that we are going to face, because of these fortifiers with towns, and because he already knew all the characters that he was facing, because of course he was on the test server, he already had access to all this information, whether it is the list on the left, whether it is the list on the right, it doesn't matter, because he already tested all this shit out. And he gave information to other people, because he was discussing this with people on his Twitch stream and on his Discord and all this shit, and everyone has this information except the people outside of the circle, except the people outside of the envoy program. And once again, the envoys, they cannot admit that they are participating on a test server, because we have these leaderboards. People are spending money to win on these leaderboards, and this is why Philosopher left, because he is this kind of shit. This is unacceptable. This is literally unacceptable. You have people that are spending money to compete when there are people that have already weeks of experience of doing something that you need to pay and pay and pay and pay to catch up. And they don't admit that they are on the test server, but of course they are. And I have confirmation of this. The test server has been going for a while, and that's why the videos they show up a few days ago. That's why the videos showed up a few days ago. You can see right here, 3 days ago, because the test server has been going on for a week, and he decided that he could not hold himself. He had to make a video about it. Okay, so there you go. That's why he's building shield. Now, taking a look at the scourges, and taking a look at the recommendations I gave, once again, I still think that on turn flipping negative effects into positive effects, on turn gaining revive once, on turn getting all these additional stats and so on, the AIM team is still going to be fine. Is it the best team? Well, based on all this test server information, it's not going to be the best team. It's the second best team, with a shield on specific isolate being better. Once again, with shield assault, with these buffs that we are getting, and with the skirmisher isolate, you don't have to worry about the problems of the towns with fortified on the enemies, because it doesn't matter. You can turn rewind them constantly, and they will never give buffs to the enemies. So I have also information that the AIM team can win on difficulty 8 on auto, but this is on level 80 or level 90. It's characters maxed out from the test server. So on difficulty 8 with characters maxed out, you can win on auto. So if you are playing on manual, maybe you can win with more Scourges and so on. But yes, clearly the shield team has huge advantage because it's already confirmed based on the enemies that we are facing and based on weeks of experience on the test server. So what I can give you of advice right now in terms of the AIM team is that in terms of the AIM researcher and in terms of the AIM assault, and first I'm gonna say this. If you already changed the ISO 8 from AIM assault, just keep it with the striker ISO 8, and with the AIM researcher, just keep it like this and try it out. Try it out to see how it goes. But you kind of want to have as many skirmishers as possible to guarantee that these characters that spawn with taunt. Remember, all characters with fortifier will spawn with taunt. All characters with fortifier will spawn with taunt. This is the problem. On enemy fortifier spawn, they gain taunts, so you have to remove those taunts as fast as possible. Now the Blob and the Juggernaut, some of these characters that we are gonna face, they are kind of slow, so we can still catch up. But still, this is why you want to get as many skirmishes as possible to remove those taunts as fast as possible. But yeah, unfortunately, I was wrong. The wrong information is that the shield team is the best team because there we go. We didn't pay attention to the nodes. We didn't have information exactly on which enemies we are facing. We didn't know exactly the enemies on each difficulty and which ones have the ISO 8 with fortifier or not, because even the information that we had before from Mimbal TV and from Tauna, it didn't have the ISO 8 of the characters. It was only after they were able to provide the ISO 8, and that's a big deal. That's a big deal because depending on the speed of the character, this can mess you up entirely. And it's going to be a huge problem. But there we go. We have Dorky Dad with that privileged information from the test server that he was discussing with other people, including other envoys, including people from his alliance and so on. But yeah, there we go. Congratulations. You got the W, man. You won. You have the special privilege information, and I'm going to stop making content because who gives a shit? If people on the test server, they have weeks of advance over everyone else, it doesn't really matter what you're gonna do. It just really doesn't matter. Once again, the AIM team can win on auto, on difficulty 8, if your characters are maxed out. So maybe if you are playing on manual, you can even beat difficulty 9, and that would say that the Death Scourge is similar to the Rogue Scourge, rather than it is similar to the Pestilence Scourge and to the Death Scourge. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this bullshit. Once again, for me, I hate liars. I hate people who lie, and I hate people who lie and exploit other people with those lies. It pisses me off. This is why I hate Artgrave. It's not because of his content, it's because he's a fucking liar. That's my problem with him, and that's the problem also with Dorky Dad. He's a fucking liar. He's justifying the T4s that he put on his account that is not his, on account that someone else gave to him, breaking the terms of service as an envoy. Why is no one doing anything about that? Why is no one saying anything about that? And why every time someone mentions this on his YouTube channel, why is he deleting the comments? Why don't you make a video saying that, I got the account from someone else? And then he has these videos with Goofy Rexy. He has these videos with Goofy Rexy where he's showing off, oh, look at my account that I got, 30+ million TCP. It's definitely my account. Yeah. I got 10 million TCP power increase in one day, but it's definitely my account. It has a different PID, it has different everything, but sure, it's definitely my account. No, am I a liar? Porkypad a liar? No, Porkypad is not a liar. Fucking hell, man. This is really unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. Fuck this guy. Fuck Artgrave. Fuck these liars. All these people that have special privileged information and they are using that in their advantage. And once again, This is leaderboards. This is leaderboards. We are getting different rewards based on your effort, on your time, and also on the money you spent. So they have huge advantage over everyone else. And this truth needs to be exposed because it's not acceptable. We cannot have leaderboards with the most sweaty players that are also envoys, that also have their alliances where they share information with. And we cannot have this because we are all competing. We are all spending money. And some people are neurodivergent, like Artgrave says. Some people are neurodivergent, and they are going to put themselves in financial risky situations because they have impulse control and they are addicted to this game, and they are not able to uninstall, like Artgrave says. Another fucking liar that says MSF promotes gambling to children while he uses his own children to open red stars. So you are saying that the game promotes gambling to children, and you are forcing your own kids to open red stars on your addicted mobile game. It's very interesting. I'm fucking done with these fucking liars. They can go both fuck themselves in the ass with a 12-foot skeleton purple dildo, and that's it. That's all I have for you guys today, and that's the truth. That's the bombshell. And let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And as always, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, honest content. There are no fucking lies here. And share this information with your friends so they know exactly what they are dealing with. This situation is not acceptable, and if you are spending money to compete because you have to buy training materials, because you have to buy T-Force to invest on your shitty minions, then let them know that they are being scammed. They are being scammed, especially with some of the content creators that they might like, because yeah, they have privileged information, privileged access to test servers and everything like that. And that's it. So have fun, guys, and we'll see each other on Tuesday for this fucking Death Scourge where we're gonna be using fucking minions. Fucking congratulations, Copley.